scared of jumping off the truck in high gear. King ran a sniffing and he would go. Was the best old hound dog I ever did know. I had a dog and his name was King. I told the dog about everything. There in my truck, the dog and I. Then one day the king up and died.
At a target, their dog dipped down, and so we nosed the truck down, took the thing out, so we only had a short angle. Yeah. Too bad.
Where's Steve, guys?
Lost again.
Oh, he's right there.
2 minutes.
Yep, waiting for Steve, and we're getting ready to go to Mexican. First night before we start that big ride.
We're hungry.
So we're sitting at our first dinner before starting our 2019 Southern California Backcountry Discovery route. And I'll let each rider introduce himself. Tell us about you, Steve, and what you're riding.
Steve Dobbins. I'm riding a KTM 500, loaded to the gills. I hope it's big enough.
I'm Dave Bruin, also known as Big Dog. I'm a DOT boy.
Hey, I'm Keith Fraser. I'm going to ride the Great White Whale KTM 1090. So, see how it goes.
I'm Craig Metters. I'll be riding the KLR 650 by the Kings Together.
I'm Marcos, and I'll be riding the Great Whale's mother. That's a KTM 1290R.
Hey, I'm Roger Bloom from Grass Valley, California, the only Cali guy here in California. On a Africa Twin, Honda Africa Twin CRF 1000. First video I ride ever, and a little nervous, but can't wait.
Anybody want to talk about the route tomorrow?
I feel like you're the most qualified.
Okay, so tomorrow...
Marcos, how many times have you seen the movie?
I've seen that movie probably 25 times.
Okay, so you react.
Without exaggeration. So tomorrow we're hoping to start very early and try to do the more challenging part of the route before the heat of the day. So we will head out of Yuma at 7 a.m. over to Picacho State Park, and right after that is where that 8-mile sandy section will start. We're hoping to be done with that by 11 a.m. and from there it should be smooth riding to Blythe. I'm recording a little bit. Yeah. Hold on. Go ahead, first down. Let's just stop me.
When we came over that hill, where you could see like all the jagged, rocky stuff, or like, you know, as far as you could see, that was pretty awesome. Oh, there goes somebody.
you could say that now that we dumped and picked up our heavy bikes, we shook off our nerves, and we are on our way to the start of Section 1 at Picacho State Park.
Still in the sandy section here, but waiting for the worst part, guys. For those of you who will be watching this, we're just starting to veer off of the Colorado River and getting into the drier part. So we're expecting it to get a little bit deeper sand before we get out of this, and we're hoping that we've gone through half of it. Although we started counting the 8 miles right after Picacho State Park, so we might have started counting 8 miles too early. It's like trying to ride a rut. Sticking on this tracks, just gotta balance the bike. So this is the real thing here. This is the deep part, and we are maybe 3-4 miles after we veered off from the Colorado River. We're about 10 miles from Ogilvie Road, and this is where the deep shit is. Hopefully we get through it. Maybe another mile of this crap and then less crappy. There's the other guys coming.
Letting down their hair. As long as we're together, it don't matter where. Ain't got a lot of money, but we just don't care. Knowing half the fun is in the getting there. Oh, it's Aztec long next paycheck spin. Oh, it's a BEERUN. Oh, I can't stop thinking what the hell they were drinking when they made this county dry. I got a week-long thirst, and to make it worse, Lord, it's my turn to drive. Oh, laughing and a bragging and a carrying on. We loaded up the wagon and we're headed home. I guess a half a dozen cases doesn't last that long. Come tomorrow morning, it'll be long gone. Well, let's turn around, leave town sounds again. Oh, like a BEERUN. Hey, it's BEERUN.
Good morning, David.
Buenos dias.
How's your day?
Excellent. We're here at the Twin Palms Resort along the river. It's beautiful. You got a good night?
The water looks higher out there. That buoy's almost sunk.
Yeah. And we spent our first night here after section 1 from Yuma to Blythe. What did you guys think about section 1, the famous 8 miles of sandy trail in Indian Pass Road?
We experienced pretty rough.
Pretty rough, yeah.
Pretty rough.
Doable, but challenging.
Yeah.
That's the way I kind of describe it.
Yep.
And just for the record, it started actually a good 10 miles after Indian Pass, after Pacheco State Park.
Yep.
Okay, and once you're done with that, there's still more sand. Morning, Steve.
Good morning.
You ready for our second day?
I am.
What'd you think of yesterday?
Well, everything worked out pretty well. Kind of as we expected.
Let's show the public our sand machine.
Yeah.
So Steve got ready here with new suspension in his KTM 500 EXC, which did pretty well yesterday. What tires are you wearing here?
I've got the
golden tire.
The golden tire 216 fatty and the 333 golden tire on the rear.
All right.
Everything's dialed in, man. Looks really well.
Here is Keith's 1090, almost ready to start our second day. Which, what are we doing today? Blythe to High Sahara Oasis.
Dirt. Lots and lots of dirt.
Lots of dirt.
That's what we're doing today.
That's what we like.
That's what we like.
And this is Roger's Africa Twin. And here's Roger. Our beaten up soldier. Beaten up soldier.
Run forever.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, well, day 1 was rough, and I know my limitations. We're at a good point of kind of no return for me.
So
hey Keith, good morning.
Good morning, Marcos. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'll show you. Come take a look here. This
What
is
are-
happens when
What are we having?
We're having eggs with too much water.
Well, it's hydration.
Isn't that delicious?
Extra hydration for you, which
We probably need won't hurt to have today.
It will not hurt to have, no, but we need a better cruise director next time who supplies, I don't know, a full-on catered event at each stop.
Well, I can work on that.
Excellent. I
can work on that.
Thank you.
We are on the road that's running between the two wilderness areas. It starts shortly after the Intaglios, maybe 12-15 miles after the Intaglios. And we got some riders coming up to us, catching up. But there they go. You get an idea of a little bit of dust here. We went through a bunch of whoops at the start of this in-between wilderness road. They were a lot of fun. A little bit technical, speed helped a lot. Spend the night right there, just north of Intaglios. We rode those maybe 7 miles to the takeoff. It's a pretty tricky takeoff here. There's actually a berm that you have to go over as you get off the highway, and that was Highway 95, I believe. And we are 5-6 miles into that in-between wilderness road. And I would say the first 4 miles where the whoops are.
They say I move like a pussy, like someone fit done you. Like it look like that you want it reach to. And then you go cry like baby. You go on like toughest, doggiest, youngster. You know nothing. But hear what? Me need a whole heap of talking with you, whole heap of chatting because lip now go nowhere. So yo.
London's here, Bristol there, bringing on mother effers, we ain't scared. Cause I run this town like me, go round the way, rolling the bus, you can't get down. Put a muzzle on the dog and they won't make no sound. When I run up on this cowboy, I know he's a clown. If you can't fresh go with the pop round to drown. Yeah, straight up and down. Here's when I come through, you see me shining. I represent JCT, my team grinding. When you hear me spitting, you'll say sign him. Come on dog, I'm one lining. Especially man up, it's not a whining. You wanna hate, there's a cue, you see getting lining. All I wanna do is step up with my team on the map. Furthermore, this track's a rap. This is a hold up. When we roll up, when we run up with the we fold up. This is Bristol, and this is London. Collaboration, East in the junction. This is a hold up.
Chance and risk it, bring your guns, machete, ratchet, load it, lock it, pockets, drop it, handgun numbers, automatic. Hunter, search it, time it, find it, while you're fencing, while they climb it, breach it, break it, reach it, take it, dog is sleeping, don't you wake it, have it, hold it, clench it, hide it, cops and woods and guns beside it, fence it, raid it, beat it, skate it, who get caught, them cops will jail it, earn it, check it, stop it, spend it, look who's here, cut, stab it, bend it, knob it, puff it, jeep it, truck it, pull loose, stack it, kill the bunk it, freeze it, freeze it, cock it, squeeze it, puncture, brain, nobody needs it, truck it, trace it, pick it, waste it, gunshot, blow your face it, space it, chop it, bash it, smash it, scrape it, try you move but can't escape it, rise it, gauge it, bust it, blaze it, cops it, corner, bullet, shave it, shoot it, kill it, mute it, steal it, got one life, you can't refill it, know it, breathe it, saw it, feel it, logic, laws and rules, we wrote it. It's a logic, 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 it's a logic.
This is the famous Carruthers Canyon. Rock formations.
I can't seem to find your way.
Fire pit.
Have a clue. I can't stay focused on
How you doing, David?
matters.
You on GoPro?
Focused on you.
This is awesome. I'm just right where I can see it.
Yeah?
I don't wanna be
Oh, you like it there?
I can look at my vision here and I can see it. If the lights recording, so it'll flash.
Awesome.
It's in your will. I come here before you on my knees to fly away from here.
Road, second half of Section 3 of the California BDR. We're in our third day. We started riding Friday, and today's Sunday. We just started the day about half an hour ago. Spent the night at Carruthers Canyon, which is beautiful. Lots of rock formations. We had a huge fire pit with a blazing fire. It got really cold, but cozy up in our sleeping bags, not with each other. And here we go. It's a nice, smooth road with a little bit of sand. It's very shallow, totally rideable. With a little bit of throttle. Alright, we're going on to Sima Road. That is Steve Dobbins on his 500 EXE right in front of me. Showing the beautiful Joshua trees. We're kind of leery of this road because there was a big crash and the Southern California BDR DVD of their two of their lead riders, Mr. Quinn and Mr. Kirkpatrick. It was a high-speed crash too. High speed for off-road, obviously. I think they were about 45 miles per hour. That's a big one. But
I was doing stuff like being a professor. So I have to go on the base to teach American government to Navy people who should know their government, but apparently Americans do not know their government.
I believe that.
And
what?
Don't know their representatives.
You still didn't tell us where you're from.
I'm from everywhere.
Where do you live now?
In my car.
Oh, pretty good.
So.
What's
Cheap
next?
rent.
How long are you going to stick around here?
No, I'm going to Pahrump today.
Mm-hmm.
And then into Death Valley, my favorite park.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, my email address is totistal@yahoo. Totistal means Death Valley in German.
I'm sorry? Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? My bushwhacker here, you can see the thorns going through.
The what?
The thorns from the Joshuas and the cacti and stuff, you see? Look at that.
Holy cow.
Look, let me take a picture of one. How hard is it? They're pretty hard, huh?
Yeah, they're going all the way through.
Yeah, you see the other side here?
Beast. So Keith, what his leg look like?
Hey Keith, let me show you something. See those thorns from the cacti and the Joshua trees? They go all the way through.
Holy shit, that's what
past the Coliseum mine and on our way to a China ranch to have some milkshake. Subsequently, spend the night at Tacopa Hot Springs. approaching the ibex dunes. We left Shoshone. We just went through some deep sand washes. That's David coming, approaching me on his DRZ 400. This is the road that's approaching a hairpin turn to the right, probably in about another 10 miles or so. That hairpin turn will put us onto Saratoga Springs Road. And supposedly, according to the BDR map, that's where the deepest sand wash is, the famous 600 feet of deep sand, which I don't think we've crossed yet, although we've just gone through some deep stuff. Really either be on off-road mode or turn off all your traction control. Well, the engine will bog down and won't let you move pretty much. As the rear tire gets sucked into the sand. I'm watching some amazing, beautiful sand dunes to our left here, which would be to our east. It's now 9:03 a.m. and the temperature, as you can see on my motorcycle, reached 77 degrees. It feels pretty warm. Try a little speed through the washboard here. We're navigating through Henry Wade Road in the search for more sand washes. One issue here is that the colors are very plain. It's hard to read the terrain. It's hard to see the sand. Everything pretty much looks the same. It's hard to read the tracks. It's hard to see them. Everything looks a little yellow here. You're kind of walled off in this road. Looks like it's been just dug through the sand. There's walls of sand on both sides of the road. The road is just a two-track, big enough to allow for a pickup truck or even a big truck, logging truck. Nothing to log here. But where is that sand? The minute I stop looking for it, it's searching. Pretty impressive view. Still on Henry Wade Road. A bit of snow up at the top of Grove Street. So I actually tasted it and it tastes delicious. So I'm walking this Golden Canyon, which is found it as an offshoot of our road to Furnace Creek. We're probably 3 miles from Furnace Creek. It's a little parking area. We took a detour to King Wonder Mine. This is off of the road to Beatty, Nevada. We're probably about, I don't know, 40-50 miles from Beatty, and we decided to kind of take this offshoot and check this out. The mines are usually not that impressive, but the scenery here is beautiful. You can see those big, huge rocks in front of us. Hola burros! Hola burritos! We are just starting our road to Titus Canyon, and we have some company. Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
Come with me now. Come with me now.
I'm on your right.
Afraid to lose control. Caught up in this world. I've wasted time, I've wasted breath. I think I've thought myself to death. I was born without this fear. Now only this seems clear. I need to move, I need to fight. I need to
Just to get on more GoPros
tonight.
on the phone here. A little more of the approach to Titus. It's a very pleasant winding road through the mountains here to the mouth of the canyon, which we may be getting pretty close to it. Hey, this is the Litfield Ghost Town. You can read the sign there. You can see small little houses and structures. Looks like a mine shaft entrance there. Everybody's good. You're on GoPro.
Ah, there we go. All the way from San Francisco. And we stopped at the top of the canyon. Turn this down. We stopped at the top of the canyon and let you guys go down. This one view where you can see the whole thing. We waited till you guys got to the bottom.
Nice.
And we got some, hopefully, turns out.
Here's Chatty on his DRZ, and Tom on his DRZ, and Carlos on his Beta.
There you go.
Met this guy's on the trail pretty much. Looks like we're at the mouth of Titus Canyon here, I would think. There's pretty much proximity of the walls of the canyon are getting closer to us.
I'm a dreaming man. Yes, that's my problem. I can't tell when I'm not being real.
Here got Mr. Roger Bloom on his African twin. Yeah, just go for a couple of minutes. Oh yeah, look at that view. Look at Roger rocking it, man. It's alright. Better grip there. Alright, I'm not passing your left. Just stay that's right. Rip it, guys, rip it!
I see your curves and I feel your vibration.
That was Steve on his 500 EXC. So we're exiting Titus Canyon. Those are Roger and Keith ahead of us. They're heading home to their respective homes. We are heading over to Yubi Crater and let's see, section 6. Is that right, Steve? I don't know where we're at. We're finished. Something like that. We'll check it out. You got it? I actually thought about bringing a teapot, yeah, but I forgot.
I heard the thunder.
What is it?
Man. Yeah. Did you? My hands are frozen. I didn't even dawn on me to turn on my heated grips until I got up here. I was wearing my mesh gloves. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Fire. That's not good. Getting all that shit packed up there. I don't know what mine looks like, but.
Good morning. We are backtracking for Lone Pine, the back way up to Cerro Gordo, which we couldn't do yesterday due to weather conditions. It was really rough. We had hail on top of Hunter Mountain. Got really cold, then it got really wet, and the clay got very slippery. That was an easy, quick 10 miles. How many mules? 80, you said?
80 or so.
80 died from lead poisoning.
50 working mules here. And this stripe going down the hill here was the original road. Everything here came up and down that road.
That stripe up there?
Not up there. It goes from, can you see it over here? On the right side? Yeah. That's the old yellow grade road.
Oh wow. Brutal. When was this mine working?
1880 to just before they actually worked through World War I and then stopped, and during World War II they came back for zinc. And so they came and they mined until 1959. Wow. Yeah.
Pretty recent.
The people who saved this, Mike and Jody Patterson, it was getting looted pretty fast.
Oh, people come up here and just trash it.
Well, yeah, taking treasure hunting. When I was I was born at China Lake and grew up in the valley, and we'd go treasure hunting. You know, you find stuff. What the heck?
Yeah.
It's just the way it was.
Now you're preserving the treasure.
Well, yeah.
I always say,
oh, thank you.
You can't throw a pop can down, but if you threw it 100 years ago, you don't touch it.
Yeah.
We're planning on hitting the Travertine hot springs. They said they're pretty nice.
I have a suggestion for you.
Oh, go for it.
When you get to the top pool, you'll see a pool with restrooms and stuff. Downhill from Travertine, there are little trails that run to pools. Oh. Not everybody knows about that. It's not really a secret, but it's the local. It's kind of the local knowledge that below the main Travertine pool, there's at least a dozen other little pools.
Is it true that the higher one is the hottest one? And then you kind of work your way down and you cool down a little bit, huh?
Yeah, you'll see the source. It bubbles out.
Oh.
And it's coming out almost steam, you know. It's 211.9 degrees.
Oh my God. Wow. So you're going back down the other side?
Yeah, I'm going down through the canyon here.
How's that road?
It's great. It's just like this.
Oh, okay.
It goes to South Pass Road.
It's they're claimed that it's harder to come up that way than to come up this way.
Okay. I think they're talking about the Swansea Road.
Oh.
Oh,
this is Cerro Gordo Road that runs all the way over.
And dumps you onto what?
South Pass.
South Pass. How about that one?
That's the hard one. The Swansea Road. That's the motorcycle road for you guys. It is wonderful.
Have you done it on a motorcycle?
No, but I did it in a 1963 Falcon.
What?
in about 1970. Yeah, we used to drive here. We had like Falcons. We put Jeep tires on them, and
we're coming down Cerro Gordo. And the descent is going to be slow because we're concerned that there may be some traffic coming up, and there's not much room for anything. You could say it's a nice steep climb. I'm sure the GoPro's not giving you a good view of what the drop is like. Hey Steve, you remember the altitude for Cerro Gordo? Is it about 8,000? Alabama Hills. We're running through them.
Daddy, what else did you leave for me? Daddy, what you leave behind for me? All in all it was just a brick in the wall. All in all it was all just bricks in the wall.
We're about to enter a reward mine. We got the crew behind us. Dun 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 dun.
Anybody out there? Is there anybody out there?
How's it going, sir? Do you mind stopping and say hello? Very good. How's your day going? All right.
Well, a lot of you guys come through here. A lot of riders take this trail.
Yeah, yeah.
Very popular.
It's become very popular, yes, sir. You've seen any coming through today?
Yeah, about 3 guys came through about an hour and a half ago. I just get out here, and I'm a prospector, so I hit these hills and look for gold and stuff like that. That's what I do.
Very nice. Where do you live?
Up in Mammoth. I got a
Oh, Mammoth. That's beautiful out there.
Yeah, I got a mining claim up there. I live up there.
Awesome. Well, today we're starting our last section. That is section 8 of the California South BDR, which goes from Bishop to Benton Hot Springs for about 40 miles of dirt. Bishop is that way, and Benton Hot Springs is that way, and we just stopped at the petroglyphs, or the fish slough, and I'm going to try to show you guys that a little bit here, get as close as I can. You can, I'm not sure if that can be appreciated on GoPro yet. But these are the drawings that were done by the native people here. There's David ripping it. It's a nice dirt highway. This is Chidago Canyon. Remember? This is Chidago Canyon. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Look at all the butterflies that are here. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, you're right. They sure don't have it. No, I think they're butterflies. Oh, this is super cool. How beautiful.
I was thinking of you and me, making love beneath the tree. And now I wonder, could it be? Think about the times we had, somewhere good.
We are arriving to the end of our trip, the end of our adventure, off-road adventure. Today's Thursday morning.
Looking at you just the other night, dancing in the evening light. True love conquers all. Old man sitting there, touch of gray, but he don't care. When he hears his children call, I was thinking of you and me.
The truck in high gear. King went a sniffing and he would go. Was the best old hound dog I ever did know. I had a dog and his name was King. I told the dog about everything. There in my truck, the dog and I. Then one day the king up and died. Then I thought about the times we had. Once when I kicked him when he was bad. Old King sure meant a lot to me, but that hound dog is history. off the truck in high gear. King went a sniffing and he would go. Was the best old hound dog I ever did know. That old King was a friend of mine. Never knew a dog that was half as fine. I may find one, you never do know, 'cause I still got along